names that you have taken. We all admire and love these artists
I do
from.
too. I do too. I stand up and say all those names.
Yeah, and I remember listening to the first track. First track I remember I was Rahman had come in '93 in the Bollywood industry, and I remember listening to the first track that I've ever listened to is by sung by Mr. Hariharan. That is
Oh,
Tu Hi Re. So it is, these artists are really really special to me, and thank you so much for mentioning their names, and it really means a lot to me that you are sharing your experiences. So let's talk about the specific song or ho. Can we talk about this song? So
yes, absolutely.
yeah, what was the process like? Did he make you listen to the composition first, or because I found some striking similarities between an original composition of yours which I was listening to when I was researching on your thing, and then I heard, oh, this is the same kind of flavor that Rahman has tried to, explore more in his music. So, can you tell us something about Orho? Can you
Yes.
elaborate a little?
It's again, as thank you first of all for saying in the beginning how much you like the song, and I've got I got many messages from around the world from people within the many years ago, and it just happened so spontaneously. I was in a studio with a colleague of mine doing something completely different, and I received a call from Sir Rahman, and he said, I'm doing this film, and with him in the studio was the director Imtiaz Ali, whom I've
Wow.
met at the same time on Skype, and they said, we're working on the score, on the music, and maybe can you do an improvisation of something like close to your country, close to this again Sevdalinka songs that I'm born into. And I said, okay. I said, so what's the subject? And then they've explained what the film will be about and mentioned Ranbir Kapoor and many other people that are obviously very big stars. And I said, okay, I'll try and do something, and I'll give you a call within an hour. And they said, okay, speak to you in an hour. So I've locked myself literally in the studio with this colleague of mine, and we were thinking, what to do and how to quickly create something that is suitable for the film. I obviously had the music coming through.
Yeah.
So I was doing some improvisations in the studio the way I thought this should sound. And then obviously within an hour, we got again online, and I've sent the track. And I said, this is, for now, that's an inspiration. This is what I've done. So maybe it will be a views, maybe it won't. And they've liked it. And then Sir Ali Imtiaz said, you know what, you should come on the set and you should actually be in the film. So I said,
Yes, I was
what?
going to talk to you about that because I
I was so
spotted you
surprised,
in the film.
it was so out of the blue. And I said, so when's the film happening? And they said, well, I think, I can't quite remember, but I think it was like in a month or in a month and a half. And that is the thing that I love about you people. It's always so unpredictable, and it's always like, let's do it now. And I'm kind of person that loves following that as well. So I said, okay, just let me know when, and I'm there, and where, of course. So, the rest is history, but that was it. That was the one time that I've sang it, and then I've re-sang it again because we've changed certain things, but not a lot. So I've done it again, and that's basically how it all happened. So it was really down to my emotional kind of reaction to the story and to the music, which is beautiful, and obviously to the lead singer of the song that I absolutely loved. So it was, a mixture of kind of my own way of seeing the track developing. And what was the most exciting thing of all is when I got on the set and they played the song, and then I've seen images, I've seen what was already done in the video, in the film, and also I've seen things that was actually taken on the spot, and I realized that the lyric that I've created is actually a reflection of what is happening right in front of me. And I couldn't know that because I didn't have the film in front of me when I was doing the song. So and in the beginning part of it, it's also that little part is kind of connected. It has that sound or that hint of our tradition very much, So, passado nevidi mu sebe, pogledom ja želim te. So that's how.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Wow.
My pleasure. My pleasure. It's a song that I absolutely adore.
Amazing. Wow. And so that is how I started searching for you. I saw you on in the video. You are there in the video. And Rockstar is a film that I have, I know each and every dialogue of the film, and I don't even remember how many times seen that film. That film impacted an entire generation here in India, because the way it was received here in India, the kind of topics that Mr. Ali has been handling, so when I saw you in the video, I wanted to know who this person is. And when I saw your name in the credits, and it was my dream to have a conversation with you. And through this show, I must tell you that it feels like a dream talking to the vocalist who has impacted my life so much. So again,
that is so kind of you. Thank you so much for that. I feel privileged, to be called from India, as I said to you, from a place that I absolutely love, because, you bring all those memories back. And where I am right now, my life is completely different. And I'm kind of surrounded with, my heritage, and it's obviously normal. But I do miss everything about India. And whenever I have a call from a friend or, something to work on that is connected to India, I just light up, my whole world lights up. So thank you so much for calling me.
One question to you: do you listen to Bollywood music? A lot of it? Do you listen to a lot of Bollywood music?
Well, when I was on tour, the tour was obviously with A.R.Rahman. The tour was made out of a lot of music from Bollywood films and from the films that A.R.Rahman did. So some of the tracks I've actually remembered. Obviously I wasn't very sure about the lyrics because I didn't know how to pronounce them properly. Yeah. But again, I was very lucky and fortunate that on this, journey of mine, I've met someone who I was actually hoping, that will teach me to sing some of the Indian music and classical and light music. And, she's my musical guru, and her name is Swati G. Natakar. She is living in London, and that's where we've met. And we've been together for over 2 years. And I've been going, in breaks between shows and weekends, I've been going to see her and to actually learn Indian ragas, and also some of the light music. And she was she was so incredible because she kind of fulfilled my dream, to be able to at least touch Indian music, because in my opinion, it's the most incredible, but yet the most complicated music for someone who comes from the Western world. I often say, I know that I now don't know anything about music, because of actually getting into Indian music a little bit. And it's just this whole new world that we don't know. And I fell in love with it, thoroughly. And it's forever going to be with me. So I was lucky to meet her. She's a big artist as well. She does a lot of concerts in the UK and in India. And, we're often on the phone chatting and remembering times when she taught me things. And, hopefully I'll see her again once I go back to London. So.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that, because Indian music, and I've been talking to a lot of artists who are admiring our music, and it really, this cultural confluence needs to happen, and that is where I set path on this journey to interview people who are from other countries who want to talk about their journeys on the show, which is, hosted by a musical composer. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not a learned. I never learned music. I come from a completely folk music background. I come from a small city. So to receive such information from artists like you has really been inspiring, and it makes me grow more and more in my journey as a musician in the future. So thank you once again. Coming to your award, you recently have been awarded the honorary award associate of the Royal Academy of Music in London. How does it feel to receive such a great honor?
It is a crown, on my work so far. I had a dream when I was 12 that I was going to go to London and study musical theatre. I had someone in my mind who I still think is the most amazing person in the musical theatre world, and that was Julie Andrews, and she inspired me completely to go into musicals. And then I had another dream, and that is to bring it all back to Bosnia, which happened. So now this award is like a crown on all of it together. It really joins everything, you know, my work as a performer, my work as a teacher as well, and then my work as a producer and someone who's created the musical theatre world in Bosnia. So I feel very honored, very privileged, yet humble, and it's a huge responsibility for me. You know, it's something that I will carry for the rest of my life as this, you know, as I said, big responsibility, and something that I will have to constantly, you know, carry with me and feel that I will have to be even better than I am today. You know, it's something basically that will inspire me for future work. So it is a huge honor, and I cannot wait to go to London and actually receive it on the ceremony. Because of this global situation, everything has been postponed, and so is the ceremony, graduation of the current musical theatre students that I will meet and hear them sing, and meet my ex-professors, and obviously receive the award. I don't know that, you know, I cannot imagine of me standing there without actually collapsing of joy. So it's going to be something very emotional to take on, and something, you know, so incredible to bring back home with me again.
Wow, thank you so much for that information. And when I was researching on you, I suddenly got, when I was looking, like I told you on the phone call, I was translating your statuses and checking, and I was so happy. Oh my goodness. And I was like, this is the right time to, you know, catch this artist. And, you know, towards the you know, ending part of our interview, I really want to know, because the world is changing now. We are going through a crisis. So may I know, what are your future prospects after this crisis is over? Has this situation changed the way you have been looking at music this whole time? Is there anything new that is coming up that you would like to share with us?
Well, you know, being in a lockdown, which I have to say we're not anymore here in Bosnia. We are slowly opening up, and we are now almost fully operating. But for the last couple of months, you know, at the time when I was home with my children and my husband, it was very creative, you know, it was very creative in a very different way. So we've all gone to online, you know, we've transferred online. And so we've created videos and songs, and, you know, all my colleagues, even from the Institute of Music, Theatre and Multimedia that I'm running, and also colleagues from around, you know, they've all been creating music, creating videos from home, you know, from their cars, anywhere they can find the place to record. And I was one of them as well. And I have to say, it really inspired me for my future work. You know, I was longing for going back on stage, and I have plans to do concerts, definitely. And because of this, you know, being kind of closed and thinking, what if that, what if this, what if, you know, being kind of, you know, a little bit negative, which is something that I'm really not. You know, I'm a very positive person by nature, but, you know, being surrounded with all the negative news, you sort of kind of, you know, you have to sink down a little bit. So I was thinking about what to do next, and that is certainly something that I'm going to be working on. I'm definitely going to be doing concerts again. I've got a couple of projects in plan with some colleagues from England. So there's something moving on. And also I have obviously projects with the Institute that I'm running here, and new musicals that I will be producing. So I'm looking at I think a very busy end of the year, which is going to compensate in a way for this time that we've lost. Yet again, I feel that it's not lost incomplete. You know, it's sort of something that we've been going through, and we will take this experience out of what we've gone through and move along, and, you know, put it into something better and sort of use it in the best way. So yes, definitely new projects will be coming in, and hopefully I will be more on stage, not just someone who's producing and who's behind, although I enjoy that work and I enjoy teaching at the Academy of Performing Arts where I'm teaching now. That is beautiful, and it's such a rewarding job. It's lovely to see people developing and growing, as performers, and that is something that I'm never going to give up on.
Yeah. Amazing. I am waiting for you to come to India also, and I would love to see you in person and listen to you live whenever that happens in India. So thank you so much for gracing my show with your presence, Alma. First of all, can we get a little glimpse of you and your music for all your followers and admirers here in India?
First of all, I want to thank you again. You've inspired my week now, or even a month, with this conversation, and I feel so blessed, to have people that are following me, even in so far away in India, the country that I love a lot. So this little thing that I'm going to do is obviously dedicated to you all, and I do apologize if my accent is not going to be right, because obviously I've never learned Hindi. So this is going to be like me trying to remember my time when I was taking lessons with Swatiji Natakar, and I'll try to do a verse and a chorus of the song Mehendi that was originally sang by Alka Yagnik. So this is going to be it. We just find the lyrics. Okay, it's with me here. So hopefully I will do this right. Okay. मेहंदी है रचने वाली, हाथों में गहरी लाली, कह सकियां अब कलियां हाथों में खिलने वाली है, तेरे मन को जीवन को नई खुशियां मिलने वाली है, हो हरियाली बनो ले जाने तुझको गुयान, आने वाले सोयान थामेंगे आंखें बयान, गूंजेगी शहनाई अंगनाई अंगनाई.
Wow.
I don't know whether my alaps are up to date, but I've certainly tried. I haven't done this ever since 2008.
I cannot tell you, I'm speechless right now to listen to this track from you. I love this track thoroughly, and thank you so much, Alma. Again, thank you so much for coming and gracing my show with your presence and giving and having this conversation. I really hope to work with you soon on something and really collaborate with you. And thank you so much from all your followers and fans from India that have been following you. It really means a lot. I'll see you very soon, and thank you so much again.
I hope so, that I will see you all, and I hope I'll be back in India soon, very, very soon. And I hope that you guys will be COVID-19 free very soon, that it will come out of the lockdown and, enjoy life, because there's so much to enjoy in India. And, I love you all. My heart is with you. And thank you so much again for calling and inviting. And huge, huge heart, my heart goes to all the fans and all of you watching right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.